U.S.-led coalition warplanes continue to drop bombs on Islamic State militants fighting Kurdish forces in Kobani. But amateur video appears to show IS fighters advancing toward the town. Some war analysts like Christopher Harmer say the siege of Kobani shows the limited effect of airstrikes.
The airstrikes alone are clearly insufficient to stop the growth of the Islamic State.
The U.S. says its air attacks are aimed at keeping the Islamic State from sending reinforcements and supplies to Kobani. Presidential envoy John Allen says the airstrikes aim to impede the militants' momentum.
That, in fact, has occurred in some areas. They still retain some tactical momentum in other areas, and that's to be expected.
While much attention has been on Syria, Iraqi soldiers are involved in deadly battles with Islamic State militants in rest of Anbar province. Recently, the jihadists invaded villages and attacked army posts not far from Baghdad. To help Iraqi troops reverse their losses, the U.S. will need to have American soldiers on the ground, says Brookings Institution defense policy specialist Michael O'Hanlon.
And that's going to require, in my judgment, advisory teams in the field. Small numbers, not there for combat, but out in the field, sharing risk.
Many of the battles in Syria and Iraq have involved Kurdish forces. They have recently made modest gains, especially in northern Iraq. But the Kurds lack the heavy weapons IS militants have captured. Again, Christopher Harmer.
In the absence of airstrikes, I think that the Islamic State would have already conquered everything in Syria that they wanted to. So yes, they are having an impact in the sense that they are slowing down the advance of the Islamic State fighters.
That has led to demonstrations by angry Kurds inside Turkey. And while the Obama administration's strategy includes training 5,000 fighters, analysts say that could take up to a year. Michael O'Hanlon.
In Syria, we are nowhere near a complete strategy for many reasons, including the fact that we don't have people on the ground. But it goes well beyond that, to the point where there's not even a serious indigenous ground force that we can cooperate with at this stage.
Turkey has tanks and troops guarding its border with Syria, but so far has refused to enter the fight. The Islamic State group continues to post recruiting videos online urging young men to join the fight. IS has declared a self-styled caliphate on the territory under its control, straddling the Iraqi-Syria border. Meredith Buel, VOA News, Washington.